I'd like to call the Real Property Tax Service, meeting for September 1st to order.
I will.
Hi.
Pretty
Sorry.
slim pickings here.
It is, a very small agenda.
Well, that's good, there's very small attendance.
I see that.
Do we have enough?
Yeah.
I think we do. I think we have,
Three?
I think 3 is a quorum, yes.
Is,
The chairman.
3 is the quorum?
Chairman's oh, you're, we
And
can't.
3 is
You're
a
the
quorum,
third.
and we can include,
Yeah, I'm the
we
third.
can include the chairman if necessary, but I think it's 3. I think it's a committee of 5, so.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go with his opinion, 3. So I need a motion to approve the minutes. Don't anybody back out of me. Okay, all in favor? Motion carried. Okay.
Okay, the first thing is a resolution request to, approve the list of, I have chargeback/refunds, but it's just refunds. It was a court-ordered, so it had to be changed in the town of Bolton.
Okay. Make that motion, Peter. Doug? Thank you. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye, motion's carried.
We're gonna skip down to 5, because under 4, it's still under review. I
Okay.
spoke with Chairman Garrity, and he's going to try to speak to the other neighbors, since I've never heard back from, the other lady. So, under 5, the first thing is, wanted to ask for permission to attend the Directors' Fall Conference in October. It's a annual thing, and it's continuing ed credits.
Okay. Somebody wanna move that? Doug? Yep. Peter? Any questions, discussions, all in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Okay. What we've done in the past, after the last chance meeting, if, I get a call from someone that's trying to come in and pay their taxes, I, call, my chairman, Supervisor Monroe, and have a discussion with him, and he approves whether they can come in and pay or not. So we did that with this parcel in the town of Chester, under the Finches, and he approved, and they came in on the 17th and, brought their installment agreement current.
Great.
So I just wanted to run that through the committee.
Okay, excellent.
And then the next thing on the agenda is, number 6, which is for the treasurer, Mike Swan, to discuss, the property in the town of Queensbury on Harold Drive. It's the one where the second bidder, Ryan Wild, has come and spoke with you all on that. Mike just wanted to update us because he attended some of the planning board meetings in the town of Queensbury.
Morning, everybody. Mr. Wild couldn't be here today, so I told him that I would update the committee for him. Basically, where we're at, does everybody remember this piece of property? It's a 22-acre piece next to Herald Square that was left out of the subdivision. We've been selling it for, I don't know, Lexi, what have we got, third or fourth time through?
Fourth time.
Fourth time through the auction. Mr. Wild decided to say, came to us and said, hey, can we do an option to purchase if I can get approval from the town to build on the property? We agreed to that. He has been through all 4 planning and zoning board meetings. I went to all the meetings to speak on behalf of the county. He has received all the approvals he needs from the town. However, there is one last hurdle that he needs to do because there is some deed covenants that require an architectural review of any structures that are to be built within the confines of the subdivision, so they're trying to work that out right now. Mr. Wild said that at this point, he wants to make sure that the county understands that he still has the intent to purchase the property. He wants to go forward with that, and he plans to have this all wrapped up within the next month, and then come to the county to finalize the purchase.
Great. Anybody have any questions?
Mr. Chairman?
Yes?
Mike, there was that option agreement had a time period.
And I think we've gone past that, so I don't know whether that's something, have we gone?
I think we gave him a second extension, but where are we?
In June.
Okay.
We gave it to him in June, but for how many days?
I thought for 3 months. So, July, August, well, at least that's till the end of September.
The end of September, all right.
Should we, extend that, or?
We should consider, I think we should have a discussion about that. I mean, this sounds like a great solution to this property. If they can get the deed restrictions, whatever,
Yeah.
resolved, but this sounds like a great solution to
I
this,
mean, this gentleman has invested quite a bit of money
Yeah, I can see
trying to
that.
get this approval on a gamble that he can get the approval. Attorney fees, he's had it surveyed 3 times to, comply with the town's requests. Like I said, there's been 4 meetings, I've been to all 4 of them.
how about
So,
if
I don't think they're going anywhere. He wants to do this. What's he paying? 11,000, I think, is what the bid, the second bid was. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
That sounds about right.
Is it one
Let's,
house?
He wants to build 1 house on it, that's all. I mean, because of the terrain and there's wetlands and all this other stuff, there's about a 2 or 3 acre spot on the top of this hill that you could build a house on, and that's what he's doing. But he's got all the variances he needs and all the approvals from the town to proceed. He's just waiting on this architectural review thing to get settled out.
let's, I'd entertain a motion to, extend this option to the end of the year. Give them a chance to get this finalized, pull the deal off. Peter, Doug, any further discussion? All in favor? Carried.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
The only other thing I have, as of this morning, we only have a total of 35 parcels left on the list for the auction. And in that 35, that does include, some of our little bit longer extensions, that were given to people. So we're hoping that with them, that will maybe be down in the 20s to go to the auction.
How many did we have last time?
Last year at the auction, I wanna say it was like 35-ish, right in that
We're
ballpark.
actually-
Yeah?
No, that's great.
Mhm.
Okay. Anybody have anything else?
The Westerly acquisition property, in Warrensburg, I made that motion for temporary incidents of ownership. I have the order. I've distributed to Lexi, to Mike, and to Jeff Tennyson. So the next step is to have the engineers, access that property to do the environmental inspections. But we have the temporary incidents of ownership to do that. Mike, since is that a special reserve that you need to move money from?
Yeah,
We'll do that at finance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, it has to
It
start
has
here.
to start here,
Okay.
so,
So do you wanna do that?
I believe they're $1,200 for, $1,200 or $1,400. A resolution request, we can do that, and I can draft one up for you.
Okay.
To approve to transfer the money
I think
from.
it was 2,000 for the phase 1s, wasn't it?
Not terrible, I don't know off the top of my head.
We have a
Yeah, it was-
we have a contract with them, so maybe what we can do is we can authorize the necessary funds pursuant to that contract amount for the phase 1 for the Westerly acquisition property.
I'm almost sure it was $2,000, but for phase 1.
So you want a motion for that? Somebody wanna make that motion?
I'll second it.
Peter and Doug, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried.
All like that?
You done?
That's
You
it.
sure?
Yes.
Michael, you all set? Anybody from the peanut gallery? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Peter? Doug? We're done. Good job.
Burner? That thing